Antonio Jenkins failed, and he absolutely stood in front of us as board members and lied and said there was a ridge vent system.
But it wasn't only Mr. Jenkins of Guardian Community Resource Management, a firm contracted by the city to assist with the grant, who was giving the false information to the city commissioners.
The Community Development Block Grant is a federal program that provides funding for housing and community development activities. Florida Commerce administers the state program in Florida through the Small Cities CDBG Program.
On the Hamilton's Historical Building Rehabilitation Project, this program includes non-existent
Cobra vent
on the standing seam metal roof, the false statements and cover-ups by the city manager and Guardian Community Resource Management.
They want a new sill vent put in their roof.
The Hamiltons did not request a new sill vent on the roof, but the roof ridge vent system was included in the CDBG scope of work on the roof in the total amount of $19,090. On August 4, 2024, the Hamiltons notified the CDBG Project Management CRA Director, Ms. Gandhi Savdas, and Guardian Community Resource Management, represented by Mr. Jenkins, and City Manager Mortel, that the CDBG contractor didn't install the roof ridge vent system. Instead, Patriot Response Group sealed the ridge vent on the entire roof after eliminating the functioning vent system and faked the installation of a new system by placing the mesh. On August 14, 2024, the Hamiltons again notified the City of Stuart CDBG Project Management and City Manager Mortel and requested to reopen the roof permit. Mr. Jenkins demanded the full payment for the roof, stating that the roof passed the final inspection, and also wrote, "The only action being taken at this time is the official dissolution of the agreement between you and the contractor Patriot Response Group. This will allow avoidance of any mechanical liens that the contractor will have a legal right to impose should just due payment not be rendered." On August 22, 2024, after the roof permit file inspection, the Hamiltons notified the building department that Patriot Response Group didn't submit any documentation on the roof ridge vent system installation. The contractor didn't submit the CDBG scope of work on the permits. On September 3, 2024, CRA Director Gandhi Savdas again reminded the Hamiltons of liens if they would not pay Patriot Response Group. On September 5, 2024, Mr. Mortel stated the city has already done the inspections. We cannot just go back and change the inspections.
All we were asking only reinspections.
According to the Office of Inspector General, the cross-cutting frauds in community planning and development programs include but not limited to billing for work that was never performed. The Hamiltons refused to release the taxpayers-funded CDBG funds for work that was not performed and filed their complaint with Florida Commerce. On November 4, 2024, Patriot Response Group filed a fraudulent lien. On November 7, 2024, CRA Director Ms. Gandhi Savdas, Guardian Community Resource Management, and Patriot Response Group signed the document falsely stating contract voluntarily dissolved. Ms. Gandhi Savdas knew the roof ridge vent system wasn't installed. Anyway, Ms. Gandhi Savdas released the full amount for the roof without any deduction for the roof ridge vent system. Ms. Gandhi Savdas released the payment for the work that was never performed. On November 8, 2024, City Manager Mortel signed the check request from the CDBG Fund to pay Patriot Response Group.
We were authorized by Florida Commerce to make that payment.
On November 26, 2024, Florida Commerce wrote to the Hamiltons, "Florida Commerce does not consider the payment that was made to Patriot Response Group to be an eligible use of CDBG funds at this time." A year later, after CRA Director Gandhi Savdas wrote to the Hamiltons on October 7, 2024, "We understand that the contractor did not install the roof ridge vent system. City Manager Mortel and Mr. Jenkins of Guardian CRM put a Cobra twist on the non-existent roof ridge vent system they paid the contractor for."
because it has a Cobra vent in it. They're just going to change out literally some sealant at the top.
Antonio Jenkins with Guardian CRM. The roof has passed the building department inspection, and it has what they call a Cobra-styled ridge vent.
There is no ridge vent system there. I did my own due diligence. They don't make a ridge vent system for a standing seam metal roof, by the way, or any metal roof at all.
On October 1, 2025, the licensed home inspector Mr. Acera of Islander Home and Property Inspections confirmed that the Hamiltons have no functioning roof ridge vent system installed. Per Mr. Acera's inquiry, the manufacturer of the Cobra brand of ridge vent stated the GAF Cobra ridge vent is to be installed with asphalt shingle roof systems only. GAF does not have a ridge vent for standing seam metal roof.
He's that project manager, and he stood in front of us and said there was one. There is not one.
Who is who? Antonio Jenkins. Under the contracts between the city and Guardian Community Resource Management, Mr. Jenkins's professional highlights and duties are to help the city with the construction oversight, construction bidding, contractor vetting. He prepares documents. He conducts orientation sessions for contractors, meets with the building department, performs site inspections for compliance, approves construction and contractor pay authorizations. Guardian Community Resource Management and the contractors are paid from the federal funds.
Antonio Jenkins failed, and he absolutely stood in front of us as board members and lied.
Guardian CRM Inc. provided the Hamiltons with only 2 bids to choose from, reviewed by Antonio Jenkins of Guardian CRM Inc., reviewer, and he determined the lowest responsible bid was by Patriot Response Group. Guardian CRM determined that 17 replacement windows installed by Patriot Response Group were 85% complete, according to CRA Director Gandhi Savdas. I don't think the building official or inspectors would certify that the windows are 85% completed, she also wrote in her email. On May 13, 2025, Specialty Engineering Services and Solutions stated in their report, in all cases where the windows were replaced, is considered poor workmanship, bordering on amateurish installation, harsh and true. This alone warrants complete replacement. All of the windows need to be removed and replaced with windows that are sized according to the original design.
That's paid from our,
It doesn't
the match,
matter.
right.
It does matter. Federally funded programs are matters of public concern. Visit the Hamiltons' website aroundabout.us for more information, documents, and correspondence. Follow the Hamilton CDBG Project, Stuart, Florida Facebook page for updates.